Yo, welcome back. Uncensored Logs. Got Black Convo.
It's the nigga with the $1 million voice.
You fucking
bastard.
Robert. You got G Baby. Today we're going to discuss generational ignorance. I guess that's what it's called. No, it's ignorance.
What you say?
Differences.
All right, generational differences. You know what I mean? For example, you feel I'm from the 2000s. You know what I mean? I grew up in the 1990s, sure, but bro, let's be real, man.
You grew up in 2000s, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I'm a 2000 baby. I'm not really a millennial, what you call him? But I'm a 2000 baby.
I'll be a millennial.
You feel me? I feel like Gina, I don't think she understands the concept of generation. She grew up in 2000, but she thinks she's a 90s baby. But she's not. Wrong or right?
It depends.
See,
it
y'all
depends.
keep not
It depends.
90s babies, 80s babies, 70 babies. It's about the year you were born.
Not
about
necessarily,
when
But you did.
were
Okay, because I was born in the 80s. I was raised in the 90s.
Were
Exactly.
born in the 2000s. That's the whole point of it.
No, not really. I think you're a millennial, bro. Or what you want to call that fucking word. The
Like
reason
y'all trying to give it a whole new
No,
meaning.
no.
If you want to say what you remember more and what you can relate more to, then that's the 2000s. But you were still born 1990.
Yes, but I didn't grow up and have the feel of the 90s, bro. Are you understand what I'm trying to say? I didn't.
You grew up in the 2000s.
I grew up in the Pokemon
When you
era
start
shit. I
feeling
wasn't around
yourself
Power
was in
Rangers
the,
and
was in the
shit.
2000s. Hey, that's my era, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Go
Power Rangers. Exactly. I seen it. Sure, I watched it, but that wasn't my shit. My
Right,
shit was
well-
Dexter. You know what I mean? Cow and chicken, shit like that, bro. You feel me?
Past all of when or what you are considered, and this thing we're gonna consider millennials the ones that were born after 2000
Facts,
because that's
okay.
what it is.
All right.
And 90s babies would be us, and I guess you're what, in 80s?
I'm an 80s
Yeah,
baby.
90s
so
baby.
you're-
I'm an 80s
so
baby,
you're an
nigga.
80s baby.
The realest era
the
ever.
whole point of us breaking that down, it isn't to argue on who is what and where does it land you. It's to argue on the differences on how they were raised.
All right.
So I feel like for me in the 90s, I was raised completely different than the way I see a lot of these kids being raised now. And I feel like the way that you're raised is obviously going to have a major impact on one, who you are today, what you feel is important, the things that matter to you, the things that don't matter to you, all of that is going to impact in that way.
Right.
So I basically wanted to kind of dig into like the differences in how it's affecting them. For example, I believe a lot of these kids that are woke are ignorant as shit because the things that they're woke about is the same thing that, you know, everyone else is finding out on social media. Instead of, see, what woke to me is being aware of things that other people really aren't. Not, oh, well, we're all talking about the same thing, we're all woke.
Do you agree, like, because, all right, me personally, I think this generation here that's coming up now, the adults now,
Right.
I think they more caring, bruh. To be
Wow.
honest with you.
Okay.
I think they're more caring, they more softer.
Because we were raised with morals
Not even morals. We were,
and respect.
all right, my generation was, I was in the streets a lot, bruh.
right.
These kids now,
You don't need to be in the street.
they don't need to be in the streets. You got Wi-Fi, you
Sure,
got
sure.
video games, you got everything. So I think these kids now, they grew up more like, they more compassionate about things. Niggas my age, we're not that. I didn't grow up compassionate. I could have seen a nigga get hit up in front of me,
Don't give a fuck.
and I wouldn't have gave a fuck. I care now because I'm older.
Would you care if you had a camera capturing that, posting
I wouldn't
to
have.
the
I wouldn't have gave a
I
fuck.
feel like
I think.
When I was
So
younger,
what Drew
I wouldn't have
just
cared.
said, we live off of this so-called, well, I don't, but America lives off of this model, you know, land of the free, home of the brave. But we're raising a bunch of pussies.
A bunch of pussies.
A bunch of pussies.
That's what I say. They're soft.
Because, yeah, you were in the streets a lot, and that's not necessarily a good thing. You don't want kids being raised in the streets. But this internet and TV and all that literally took kids off the streets
And it
in the
taught
sense
me-
of they don't play outside.
It taught me a
They don't-
standard of life too. On top of that, because
Look.
it taught me the right things to do and the wrong things to do in life.
Growing
Period.
up, if you got into a fight in school, that fight was between you and who you was fighting, right? You had to duke that out. No one was pulling out a gun and ending lives. You grew up learning life. You grew up to be a man. If you had to fight it out, you fought it out. You wasn't killing each other. You wasn't jumping each other. You fought your own battles. Now it's, oh, they're bullying me. Or, oh.
Cyberbullying.
They're cyberbullying because they're talking about me. First off, I'm kind of in between with the cyberbullying thing because I feel like we have freedom of speech. But I also feel like some people do get bullied to the point
Okay.
that they kill themselves.
Check it.
So there should be a...
Check it. When it comes to that cyberbullying shit, do you know all you have to do is just press block?
Yep.
That's
and that's
it.
why I said I'm in between on it.
You don't
Because-
have to sit there and look at that shit.
No.
So when it comes to
But
cyberbullying,
no, not always, because sometimes it does blow up.
But-
Sometimes, yeah, you block them, but it goes
It translates
viral.
in school too. You feel me?
Exactly. So
and
it
people
does
are
get
showing
to
you
that
pictures
point.
in school and shit. It gets to a point. Yeah.
So we have a generation where they're full of compassion and also a bunch of bullies at the exact same time. And it's in that way.
but how
this
can you
whole
be a bully
world-
on? Like, I'm sorry, but I just don't get it.
Because
How
it's not
can you be a
physical
bully
bullying anymore.
online? I don't
it's
get
not
it.
physical bullying anymore. See, back in the day, you were getting beat up, or someone would, push you into your lockers for your lunch money, and you had to go through shit like that. Now, if they take a picture of you doing something and catch you off guard and
And
turn
then
it
they
into a
probably
meme
alter it,
and do this and do that. And you know what? As a matter of fact, when I was in, I believe, high school, I went through something like that, where someone took a picture of me and cut out my face, and they had these little apps back in the day. Not apps, but computer stuff. And they put my face on a naked model. And then tried to say that it was me. Obviously, it wasn't, because I look like a fucking child on a grown woman's body.
Right.
And they tried to do something like that to me. Except I didn't get embarrassed by it because everyone knew that was fake.
But that's cyberbullying. That's a
That
part
is a
cyberbullying.
form of cyberbullying. So
I guess.
they're not necessarily
How did you
bullying-
feel? You was
I
hurt?
was pissed. I wasn't upset.
Because me personally, I would have looked at that and laughed my ass off if there was me. Because
was
I don't
pissed.
find things like that
and
don't
it
make
was
me
because
upset.
I went to school that day and everyone was just kind of
Just
like
staring at
looking
you.
at me. Oh my god! But I hadn't seen it yet, so I was pissed. So in that form, I feel like that may be cyberbullying, because blocking or not, everyone is still seeing it.
Right.
It's
I
not about
punched
me
that hole
seeing
in all
it
that
at this
nigga in
point.
his face.
I never found out who did it.
Right.
But that is a form of cyberbullying.
But do you feel that
back
person-
in the day, growing up in Philly when I was younger, bullying was someone that.
Why do you feel they did that to you? May I ask?
I don't know, because I don't know who did it.
Because
if I
at the
knew who
end of the
did
day-
it, I might have been like, all right,
Let me
well,
tell you
maybe because
something.
of this.
When I was in school, I don't want to cut you off. The only reason why I asked that is because when I was going to school, a nigga couldn't try me in no type of way like that. None.
But
So that's why I asked
Why
you.
you personally, or
No, me personally, you
Right.
couldn't try me
but
like
you
that.
didn't give him anything to try you on, did you?
Plenty
Or-
times I have. Plenty times. But because of who I was,
They ain't gonna fuck with you.
it's not gonna fuck with me. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I asked that question to you.
I don't know why they did it, but I know they did it, and I never figured out who did it. If I did know who, then maybe I could.
Well, let's get back
But
on that. Go
I
ahead.
think the point of it was when we grew up. You fight your battles out. Obviously, I'm not promoting fighting. I'm saying if it led to that, then that's what you did. You didn't worry about going to school and getting shot and killed. I mean, we still had things happening back in the day, but it wasn't as major as it is now. When it comes to these kids, though, there's this weird mix between compassionate and jackasses. They feel like they know the laws better than, I guess, they think we did as kids. And they kind of talk on this I know it all level. You can't teach me nothing. They have no respect for
don't you
elders.
think
They
that's
really
every kid?
But they really do though.
No, I grew up knowing to respect my elders.
Listen, bro, they really do. You know why? I get my little phone. I go find out what the fuck you're talking about and prove you wrong or right.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
As long as there's a thing named Google nowadays,
And I feel like you keep talking about there's no difference in generation. I feel like the difference is the fucking technology got better. Back then you couldn't do that shit.
I think it's more to it
But
than
I'm
the
talking about the
technology, bro.
respect, like with the elders.
Like she
and
say,
shit.
the respect. You
Now
got
it
right.
comes
You got.
down-
Look at these
because
young
of
rappers.
them
Okay.
knowing these
Okay.
laws and looking all of this
But
shit
who's
up.
okay.
You have kids
Who's
that tell their
raising-
parents,
who's
you
raising-
can't do this.
Who's
you
raising
can't
these-
take
okay, I
this.
get it.
They're
Who's raising these kids?
the
Computer.
parents, and no, at this point the government.
Who's raising these kids?
The computer.
Remember, these people who grew up when they grew up, 1990, right, into the 2000s. So they're probably like 30 something in 2000, right?
Yeah,
These are people raising the kids are 80s and 90s babies, right? So why don't have no respect for the generation?
Because
the
my
parents-
generation didn't have respect. I'm gonna be
Exactly.
honest with you.
And
We
it's
didn't
not
have
like
it.
this.
But it's
Don't
not-
get me wrong. We didn't have respect. Niggas my age,
I feel
but
like
now
when you're
because I
talking
see.
about was general like kids being bad. But this is past that. This
No.
is teenagers.
No, because
that you
half of the
see
things-
online.
Some of the
Yes, babe.
shit
Say
that
it
I
again.
did
Online.
Some of the
Yeah,
shit
you
I
see
did, I
online.
know for a fact a lot of these kids wouldn't even think to do right now.
You see
Guaranteed.
teenagers online who are literally convinced that, oh, this is okay. Or they kind of have this belief of I'm a grown person, or because of kids have rights. I feel like a lot of these laws lately is kind of pushing for that because kids are more outspoken, meaning they don't have the respect for their parents. They don't feel like
Not
they
at
need to
all.
follow a lot of the rules that's put in place. You have kids that you can't take my phone because it's my property, and you have all of these little things that come out that we would have never dared to do.
I hear what you're saying, but it all starts with the fucking parent, bro. Point blank. Period.
It does. It starts with the parent.
How's my jit, who's 3 years old, going to tell me, hey, yo, daddy, I want this? I can simply say, no, Junior, you can't get that. And then guess what? He might cry, yell. But guess what? I don't got to give it to him.
Don't.
If you sit here and give him everything they fucking want, that's on the fucking...
You know what? You know what I noticed too? Another problem too? A lot of these young parents, they treat their kids like their friend.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bruh, when I was in my house growing up, I wasn't my grandmother's friend. You understand what I'm saying? Because I would never beat up my friend the way my grandmother would just whoop my ass. You understand
And one
what
of
I'm
the
saying?
things I hear common about that, like from the newer generation, is we're not in the 90s, we're not in the 80s. Beating your child is child abuse. Y'all living in slave mentality. Like they're so convinced that the privileged life that they're getting,
But yo,
because they can't be
you
touched.
got beatings?
I got my ass
You got beatings?
tore up.
How do you think you turned out? Did you turn out good?
fucking good.
How do you think you turned out?
Straight.
You turned out
Right,
good.
but-
Yo, I got my ass beat. It's not a day went by I ain't get
but-
slapped in the face or something. You
Hear me
understand
out.
what I'm saying? And I came out good.
The whole beating thing is whatever. Because after a while, the beating thing didn't really matter. Let's be real. Because after a while, I'm gonna get this beating. I'm gonna go back to do what the fuck I want. So the beating thing didn't really.
What you mean? Yo, let me. No,
I
no,
think
no,
the
no,
point is
no,
discipline.
Hear me
no.
out. Hear me out. As a
Discipline,
kid,
period.
as a kid, bro.
Yeah, because there was a certain age where
Let's be
beatings
real.
didn't matter.
After a
to
while,
me.
I'm being honest, bro. After a
No.
while, I'm like, all right, I'm
You
telling
didn't
We used
get.
to
You
fake
didn't
cry.
get beatings. I got.
Mom,
bruh. So
yo,
no, I don't
listen,
think so.
My aunt used to sit on me, nigga. I used to get beat
That's
with
not
fucking
nothing.
Nigga, all right.
She's just sitting on you.
You
bruh.
can't breathe, nigga?
Do you know what it is for your peoples to be holding you like this and fucking
Yes,
you up with a fucking iron rod, nigga?
Yes, bro.
Come on,
yes,
bro.
bro.
I'm telling you.
Like I said,
You
bro,
ain't seen
but-
shit yet.
But the reason why I said that, after getting to a certain age, bro, you can still do what the fuck you want.
Just know I would never do the things y'all did to me, to my kid. Just know that. Because that was
Yeah,
child
I
abuse.
wouldn't either.
Nah, that is child abuse.
That was
But I'm
fucking child abuse.
I'm gonna spank him. You feel me? And if anyone tell me in public, oh, you're not supposed to do that,
Fuck you.
period. And
Just don't tell me how to
no
raise my
disrespect.
kid.
I'm not going to racist. Sorry, bro. I'm not trying to be racist, bro. Whatever the case is. Most of the time, bro, it be some of these Caucasian kids, bro.
Tell
running
their
around.
mother.
Telling their parents what they going
Telling
to do.
their mother, fuck you, mom.
No, man. Listen, I look at that.
Kiss
stuff.
my ass. Close my room door,
Yeah,
mom.
I look at that, bro. I'm like,
I couldn't put no lock on my door when I was
Yeah.
growing
Yo,
up.
I had a room door.
I couldn't
Could've locked
have,
that shit.
I couldn't have friends in the room growing up when I would I was probably 17.
Right.
When I could finally have people in the room.
but I feel
I was
like
grown and couldn't have nobody in my house.
I feel like at the end of the
That's
day,
because I was paying bills to live there. That's why.
right. I feel
was
like
paying to
at
live
the end
there.
of the day, I don't think the generation is much different from the last
It's not.
generation.
It's
in
really
my
not.
opinion.
The only thing I think is they're softer.
Yeah.
Way softer than us.
What they're, you know why they're way softer?
'Cause it's a
Because
lot
of the
of-
laws that got put into
No,
place.
no.
I
You know,
take that back.
you ready for this? You know why they way softer? Because
They accept too much
No.
They
shit.
can't
That-
get disciplined.
Can y'all listen, please?
Go ahead,
Can y'all listen?
go ahead. Get it off your chest.
The reason why they are the way they are is because people are listening to them and people feel them. And everybody who has a certain whatever has a group where they can go to and people can sympathize with them and say, yo, you know what, bro? I feel exactly what you're going through. Guess what? That's a problem. Back then,
And that's what I said. We
never
didn't
had none of
have
shit.
that.
Exactly. It was these people in this neighborhood and that's it.
And
I
that's
couldn't
it.
connect to John Doe over there. I know the fuck John Doe was. I know who this nigga is. I know who you is. That's it. That's my friend. Outside. Now,
Like,
we
when
can, now we can connect to everything.
I never
You know
fucking
what?
left Brooklyn.
I think I got an answer to your question because you said about the differences. You're not thinking there was much, and why do I think caused it? And you're saying the parents. And parents, yeah, might be part of it, but I think the bigger picture is. You said that your generation was disrespectful.
We were.
Listen to
Quick to
music.
tell you suck
Listen
my
to
dick.
music,
A lot
dog,
of that
shit.
was during the baby boomers, was it not?
The
Or a
baby
little bit
boomers,
after?
They
like in
weren't
the 60s,
there.
dog. It's
They
60s.
weren't there. Not baby boomers, but let me tell you something. Our parents were not there. I grew up in a house by
My point
myself.
is, those disrespectful kids are the same kids that started having babies very young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those
Facts.
disrespectful
Yeah.
kids
Yeah.
were the disrespectful kids raising even more
But still,
disrespectful kids.
At the end of the day, baby, it's still parents. Parents.
It wasn't like how
Because,
we
like,
had
granted-
actual adults actual stability, discipline, structure. They didn't have that because they had teenage moms and things. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. If you're a teenage mom and you're doing your thing, take care of that child. Absolutely. I'm not knocking you for it. But if you are a teenager mom who has a child and lets that child do whatever the fuck because you feel like I'm still a kid and I want to be a kid, so I'm going to give him a tablet or give him a phone and, I'm going to go live my life, then you're a part of the fucking problem.
Absolutely.
Because you're not disciplining this kid. You're not teaching the kid right from wrong. They're not learning respect. And even more, once they go to school, they care more about popularity and clothes and this and that.
Hey, no, take that out. Take that out. Retract that. Because that always was there and that is never going to change. As long as there's rappers and there's fucking TV, there's always going to be influential. When it comes to clothes and fashion,
I didn't give a fuck about none of that.
You didn't.
Exactly.
You didn't.
That's just you.
That was just you.
I wasn't raised to care about
but me,
the price.
let me tell you, me, I had to have the nicest shit. And if not, I was not going to school.
But did the nicest shit make you not pay attention? Because
yeah,
he had
it did.
some fly
Yes,
shoes,
it did.
or he had this,
yes, it
or
did.
he
It
had
made
that.
me not pay attention because that's all I was caring about. I didn't give a fuck about school.
But nowadays, that's all. Before it was like you had a group of kids that's what they cared about. You had the smart kids. The majority, that is their care. What's going on TV, not the books, not the future. I hear some kids saying, "Why do I need to think about what I want to do as a future? I'm a kid. Let me be a kid now." And you know what's crazy? I used to have that mentality.
But I did too.
And now I wish that back then I was thinking about what I wanted to do. Because when he asks me all the time, "What do you want to do?" I don't know.
But how could you know? How could you know? We don't have no money to really start from nowhere, yo. This is just a thing. Yo, when a nigga say, yo, what you want to be when you, that's fucking wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Because half of the fucking time, you will never make it to that shit.
But sometimes,
But it's also goals that you're trying to reach.
You could strive. Yo, I've been striving for something for the longest, and I am yet to even get close to that shit.
Have
you understand what I'm saying? Which I'm trying.
Have you put 100%?
Yes, nigga.
I don't know, bro.
Yes, bro.
I know, man.
You're not gonna tell me that,
I'm real with you.
When I have a passion and I'm passionate about something, I put my all into it. You understand what I'm saying? Just like I feel about this shit.
I'm real with you. I got passion for this shit too. You feel me? At the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff that comes before this, which is probably the problem. You feel what I'm trying to say? At the end of the day, you know Gary V, white guy. I love Gary V, bro. Dude is fire. I listen to every day. He said something like this. He said, if you really want something, bro, you gotta put 50 hours plus a week into it. Now, that sounds insane, but it's not. You feel me? No, it's not, bro.
No, because if you actually do the math.
Do the fucking math.
If you do the math on how many hours there is in a week, and you break it down,
you can do
50
it, bro.
hours isn't a lot.
You can do it. But my thing is,
how the fuck can you do something like that when you got a girl?
Listen,
and you got a kid?
That's why.
And then you got to leave them home and go to work.
You know why? You have to make sacrifice to be successful, bro.
You know how many times he come home from work?
So what are you going to do? Sacrifice and just quit your job so you can stay home and have more time?
You know how many times he comes home from work?
Not doing that.
1 o'clock in the morning. And I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and this nigga is still editing YouTube videos.
You have to, dog. That's
when he know he got to be at work at 9 in the morning.
You got.
And he be like, all right, I only got 2 or 3 hours of sleep, but I got these videos up. That's the type of sacrifice. Because you're gonna be tired and it's gonna be hard. But guess what? In a couple of years, 1 or 2 years of doing that hard fucking work, you ain't gonna have to do all of that work. Because now he ain't gonna be worried about the job.
It'll pay
he
off.
only gonna be worrying about this.
It'll pay off in the long run. It's supposed to. But can you do like he said? It's the time. It's the time. It's a time. It's a time thing. You understand what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't have the time to do that right now because I got so much shit I'm juggling at one fucking time. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard for me to want to focus on some shit. We were supposed to do, for y'all who don't know, we were supposed to do this podcast Saturday. What's today? Monday. Because shit happens and the nigga got too much fucking shit on their plate. You understand what I'm saying? That's one thing I hate about being an adult. For real. It come with too much fucking responsibilities and it's not like I can say, oh, I don't want that.
Anyway, back to this topic of generation ignorance. Y'all let us know, man. Please, like, share, subscribe.
Where all my 80s babies at,
Is there a difference between the
millennials, nigga?
I can't say it right. I don't give a fuck.
And the 80s and 90s.
There's no difference.
I don't want to go too far back to the 70s because that was a completely different generation.
This nigga is that old. What do you mean? You born
Suck
71?
my motherfucking dick, nigga.
Y'all let us know.
70, man.
Like, share, subscribe. We out.
Yo.